Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Poetry and history and a thought for the day. Here's the book. Here's me. I'm going to read a beautiful poem today by Lord Byron. I just love, how could you not feel better at the start of a day when you've put into your head a beautiful poem by Lord Byron? I find it impossible not to know that I'm going to feel a lot better in a minute. PoetryChangesLives.com is my website. I love going there. I hope you'd like going there. You can sign up to receive this daily reading if you go there. You can buy the book if you go there. You can learn all kinds of interesting facts about poetry if you go there. Of course, you can get the book from Amazon or from a bookshop if you want, but I like having it around personally. I just love having poetry around. Let me demonstrate what's in the book. On this day, in 479 BC, that's 500 years ago. No, sorry, 2,500 years ago, a long time ago, the invasion of Greece by the Persian hordes under its emperor Xerxes was defeated in Greece at the town of Plataea by the Spartan general Pausanias. He was a very fine general. Well, the Persian emperor Xerxes, as the Greeks called him, liked to be called by his official name, which was Shah and Shah, which means King of Kings. But the proud Greeks preferred the rather contemptuous sounding Xerxes. The Greeks were very good at giving people contemptuous names. They called the barbarians Barbar. They said they spoke like sheep, Barbar. That's why they call them barbarians. And Xerxes is just Xerxes, You can imagine them saying to each other, Xerxes, which has a contemptuous ring. Today, many centuries later, I can only marvel, and I think all of us can only marvel, at the mindset of the ancient Greeks, prepared to fight for their lives, for their freedom and democracy. Lord Byron, in the 19th century, admired the Greeks so much, he eventually died giving himself to their service. He wasn't actually fighting at the time, but he'd gone to Greece to really work and fight for them. Died of a fever, of course. He expresses some of those feelings in this beautiful poem of his. I think it's one of his best, The Isles of Greece by Lord Byron. I love this. Isles of Greece, the Isles of Greece, where burning Sappho loved and sang, where grew the arts of war and peace, where Delos rose and Phoebus sprang. Eternal summer gilds them yet, but all except their sun is set. The Scian and the Teian muse, the hero's harp, the lover's lute, have found the fame your shores refuse. Their place of birth alone is mute to sounds which echo further west than your sire's islands of the blest. The mountains look on Marathon, and Marathon looks on the sea, and musing there an hour alone, I dreamed that Greece might still be free. For standing on the Persian's grave, I could not deem myself a slave. What he's referring to there, of course, is at the Battle of Marathon. You can still go to the site, and there's a monument to the Greeks who were killed there, and also to the Persians, a big grave, all the thousands of Persians that were killed there so many years ago. Standing on the Persian's grave, I could not deem myself a slave. Today I give thanks for the amazing flowering of ancient Greece. I really do give thanks, and for the benefits it gave the world. Thanks for listening. I wish you all a great day.